Well, how's it going today? So today we have Aaron's truck 2.0 because he decided that he was going to get a 1.0 truck and didn't vet it very well. So here we are with the 2.0 truck, and I think we're going to do a little bit of light stuff. He's going to tell you all about it.
Yep. So we're installing new lights in the front so I can get more lighting and it looks better. So
nobody needs a Tesla. Okay, I like Elon Musk, but like,
you need money.
I do need money.
Wires and clamps.
Okay, so here we have what called wires, and we put them on the truck so that the light will work off the battery whenever the truck is going. And then we have wire strippers. These are very important, guys. You should definitely buy some. They're not super expensive, but they are important. And then liquid tape, because it's going to be the easiest way to get it on the truck, realistically. Because if you go with like a normal tape or like super glue or some shit like that, like we've all worked with super glue on a truck before. If you haven't, you're lying to yourself. It doesn't. It will work, but it's not fun to do. You can't ever not have. I don't know why the scissors are out there. These little butt connectors or crimp connectors, whatever you want to call them. They are cheap and an easy way to connect the wires to the light box. Thank you, I tried very hard. This is high effort YouTube.
So you don't have just like clumps of like 30 wires hanging through and like dust everywhere.
What does this mean?
Is this what it's supposed to look like?
Is this normal? My cat eye does not look like this at all. So to take the, we've got to take this plastic protective piece off on these new trucks. It covers too much of the interior, especially for us to be able to wire it from the top to the battery. All you gotta do is pop these little caps off. It is a pain, but at the same point, I mean, it's better than the exposed ones on like cat eyes and OSBs. Because with those, every now and then you'll have to use like thread breakers and stuff, especially if you live down a dirt road to take the screws out. So being the owner of a cat eye, it is not super fun pulling all of the years of dirt road out. And I would rather have to mess with these little caps every couple of times. So props to Chevy for at least doing that. Just look at it. Oh god.
What is that?
Mint. They probably wrecked it at one point.
That's definitely up to code.
Straight from the factory. If you don't know, the Chevy takes a blowtorch to the plastic pieces on the inside of your vehicle. Alright, so essentially you can tell we've taken the grille off. We've loosened up the left headlight so that we have the ground over there. Essentially, what you're looking at is you're gonna have to take all of the like Chevy push pins that you'll find up here at the top of the grill line, as well as take your 10mm socket if any of you still have it, and take out all of the bolts that you have up there. I say that because mine always seems to disappear immediately after I purchase a new set of socket heads. After that, you're gonna just basically wire through the ground for the right passenger headlight. That's gonna be the easiest way to do it. You don't have to take the light completely off, because especially with this model of Chevy, these 2012s to 2017s or so, oh my god,
you're looking at having to disassemble the entire front end of the truck to take the headlights off, which is a terrible design decision, Chevy. What were you thinking? All right, and we have light.
One's a headlight, one's a running light.
And here we found out why we brought the scissors out. Twan is randomly cutting wires off of this ground. Okay, Twan, so which wires did we cut there?
Solid black is your ground. And then you got a solid gray with a brown stripe is going to be your running lights.
We generally don't really think much and just roll with it. If our content is not evidence of that, I don't know what is. Alright, so after trying to fit it, this particular light strip is slightly too long. It also could be we're just too dumb to get it on there correctly.
Come to terms with it.
Me too. Essentially all you're gonna do with a light strip like this is you're gonna have essentially the red dangly stuff that you see over there is like wax paper covering like a sticky adhesive, pretty much the same way you'd find on like the wall mount hangers or anything like that. You're just gonna stick it up under your weather stripping. Yeah, you're gonna stick it up under your weather stripping here on the hood, because that's essentially gonna be the best place to put it. You could technically put it on your grill cover here down at the bottom as well. However, it's not going to look good with your hood closed. Now, if you have a particular amount of electrical skill and can resolder wires, this is going to be the easiest way to hide it. Obviously, it's not the best long-term solution, but it's quick and easy.
As I said, if your hood's already open, you're already embarrassed enough, so who cares what it looks like?
Exactly. So, essentially you're going to have, what, about 5-6 inches of exposed up wire here, but that's nothing too bad.